Hi everyone, my name is David Gensel and I am the founder and CEO of Innercore. First of all, I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Um, it's great that you're hopefully considering contributing to our token sale, and I wanted to walk you through some of the steps involved in purchasing tokens. Now, if you're looking at this and saying, oh my goodness, it's a 15-minute video, this is going to be impossible. Don't worry, the actual process is very, very simple. It's literally you sending ETH to an address. That's it. And that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video, because on the surface, that seems really sketchy. But don't worry, it's not. And I wanted to walk you through our smart contract, including some of the code, and show you how we're being transparent and forthcoming in everything that we're doing, such that when you send ETH to our smart contract, you know that you're actually purchasing tokens. Okay, so first things first, this is the address of our smart contract. It starts with 0x25DF2ED and so on and so forth. That's the address to which you'll send ETH. Now, when you send ETH, you can use whatever wallet you currently have as long as it can handle ERC20 tokens. Right now, you're sending us ETH. At the end of the token sale, we're going to send you ERC20 tokens, and we're going to send them to your wallet. So whichever wallet you use, make sure it can handle ERC20 tokens. Okay, now I'm going to go through the process of actually purchasing tokens. And in my case, I'm going to use my Ether wallet. Again, you can use whatever works for you, but this is what I have. And you can use it too if you want. So I have everything stored in a file. So I'm going to select the file and enter my password, my super secret password. And it'll take a second to unlock. It'll take 5 seconds to unlock. I don't really know how long it's going to take to unlock, but it will unlock at some point. Okay, there we go. So at this point, the key is to send ETH to the correct address. Alright, so we're going to come back to the smart contract page. We're going to copy the address. We're going to paste it in. And then we're going to say how many ETH we want to send. So before I do that, take a look at the gas limit directly below. So right now it's at 21,000. Now as soon as I enter 1 ETH, the gas limit changes. Now conveniently, my Ether wallet has calculated the amount of gas we need to send with this transaction to ensure that it will complete successfully. It's key to note that when you send ETH to this address, you're not just sending ETH. You're sending ETH and then a bunch of code is running. And in order to have all that code run, it costs gas. And that's what ensures that everything is processed correctly. So 80,000 might not be the correct number for you. I've done this before and it's been 100,000, it's been 120,000, it's been 150,000. So my simple recommendation is that when you send your transaction, go ahead and select 200,000. Now, whatever is not used will be refunded to you, so putting in a large number really isn't going to hurt. And if you have the option to select the gas price, 41 is probably not going to be it. That's probably way too high. So there's something called the ETH gas station. It does a great job of kind of outlining how long it takes transactions to complete based on the gas price that you enter. Long story short, go with this number right here, or go with that number plus 1. So the gas price right now is 2. So when I send the transaction, when I send everything, I'll go with, it doesn't really matter as long as it's slightly higher, I'll go with 4. Okay, so then I'm going to generate the transaction. It signs it for me. I'm going to send the transaction, and I'm basically done at that point once I confirm this. So make sure you're sending it to the correct address again. Do not send ETH into the Ether. We cannot help you in that case, so please, please, please be careful, make sure you're sending it to this address, nothing else, and you're basically good to go at that point. So I'm going to click here, and then it's good. All right. So I'm going to come back to the smart contract address real quick in Etherscan, and if I refresh, what will hopefully happen is it will either show me a pending transaction or it will have completed very quickly. And this could take a while. Alright, we might skip ahead. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So this is what basically was just sent to the contract. So that was my transaction. It was to the smart contract address. It was from me. Let's see if my address is still on the screen back here. Get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, 6764 da da da. So 6764 just sent 1 Ether to the smart contract. And at that point, you've completed purchasing your tokens. Okay, now I want to dive in a little bit deeper and get into some of the details regarding what actually happens when you send Ether to the smart contract. So at this point, you're done. You've done everything you need to do to complete a purchase. But because you're not going to receive your tokens for a while, basically the end of the token sale, there's really no feedback loop for you. All you've done is send Ether to this address, and you might be scratching your head saying, okay, what just happened? Well, let me show you. So Etherscan has a great feature that allows developers to submit the code that powers their smart contracts. Now, the code itself is guaranteed to be accurate. Everything here is effectively validated by Etherscan against the code that exists on the blockchain. So I can't submit anything here and just have it appear. I can only submit what exists on the blockchain already. So what you see here is guaranteed to be accurate. So when you purchase tokens by sending Ether to the smart contract, the reason that works, and you don't have to do anything special, is because within the smart contract, there's a specific portion that says, wait for someone to send Ether. And when they do, execute the purchase. All right? So that code lives at the very bottom, and it's very simple, and it's basically this. Right? So whenever you send Ether to the smart contract, it will execute this, and it will say, okay, this person wants to buy tokens, or at least hopefully they want to buy tokens, because that's what's about to happen. But they want to buy tokens, so go ahead and do that. So this is the magical hook that makes everything happen. It's why you, from any wallet, can simply send Ether to the address, and then magically everything works, okay? So thereafter, it goes through the purchase process. So you have a buy function right here, and then you have a bunch of checks for stuff. So it's basically ensuring, the request came from a real person, they sent ETH along with the request, the token sale is still active, they meet the whitelist restrictions, and then it starts getting into token calculations. So this converts the amount of Ether you sent into tokens. Simple multiplication, it takes the Ether, it multiplies it by the pricer, which happens to be 100,000. So 1 Ether essentially equals 100,000 of our tokens. That's what all that's saying. And then it goes through and calculates your bonus tokens, right? So it adds the original tokens that you purchased to the calculation that determines how many bonus tokens you're going to get. So once it does that, it makes sure that the token sale has not exceeded the total sale, or the total size of the token sale. So I think we're basically trying to max out around 2,000 ETH, and this makes sure that we stay roughly below that. This just says, oh, so-and-so participated. in the token sale, let's keep a record of all the individuals who did so. And then here's where we actually credit you with your tokens. So we take everyone's tokens and store them in this value, and then we splice it by who the person is. So in this record, you will have a subrecord that belongs specifically to you, and it will store your tokens, essentially. Now, if you make repeat purchases, it'll basically store your balance plus your new tokens, and it can do so over and over, which allows you to purchase as many different times as you'd like. But here's where we keep track of how many tokens you've purchased. And as a side effect, we keep track of how much Ether you have sent us as well. In the event that a refund is issued to you, we know exactly how much you've contributed, and this is where we send it, basically. So we send it back to you at the address you used to send it to us. Then, additionally, we keep track of the total number of tokens that were purchased in the sale and the total amount of Ether that was contributed in the sale. And we log the event. Anyone can see it. Everything we're doing here is totally transparent. So within the smart contract, there's a ton of functionality, but we log everything. So every single time a function is executed, anytime someone buys, anytime someone is refunded, anytime someone tries to claim tokens, this, that, or the other, it's all logged, and that's all stored on the blockchain as well. So pretty much every action we take during the entire sale is traceable, and it's logged on the blockchain, which exists forever. So this level of transparency really wasn't possible before the blockchain. So the blockchain, Ethereum, and smart contracts have made this happen. They've allowed us to present pretty much everything to everyone, which, historically has been considered a bad thing, but in present day, I think it's very healthy. And ultimately, what we hope for more than anything is that when you contribute to our token sale, you feel comfortable and you're confident that you're getting exactly what you want. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up the video now. Thanks for sticking it out. It probably wasn't the easiest one to get through by the end of it if you're not a developer. But you made it. Good job. And, the pre-sale is active now. You can contribute. You can literally do what I just did in this video and purchase tokens. Or you can wait until the public token sale, which starts on August 15th to contribute. Basically, there are some requirements in place now for the pre-sale. You have to contribute over 1 ETH, and you get the full benefits if you contribute over 5 ETH, and that's not the case in the public token sale. So if you're going to make a larger purchase, now is probably the time to do it. If you're going to make a smaller purchase, which, in our eyes, there's no such thing, we appreciate every ounce of support, financially and otherwise, that you can give us. So whatever you can do, it's cool. If you can't do anything, that's cool too. But, we appreciate everything, and if the pre-sale is the right time for you to contribute, then you can go ahead and do that now. So we look forward to your contribution. We appreciate everything, and that's that for now. All right, thanks. Bye.